Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2024 F-150 Lightning. We're going to be covering the Pro version. And in this video, just like the 4 videos behind this one, we're going to cover what's standard is what's optional with the Pro version. So what your complete guide. So basically everything that you get for that $49,995 price tag that's on the Pro version, we're going to cover every bit of those information in this video. So very, I think, very informative video, especially if you're wanting to put an order in with your local dealer. Order banks are open up right now for the 2024 Ford F-150 Lightning. You may not be able to find it because it's not on Ford's website yet, but you can go to your local Model E dealer or certified dealer and put this order in. So we're able to take those orders. We are a certified Model E dealer. So we're going to be taking these orders. So let's go through these so people know exactly what they're going to get for that standard equipment and what other optional packages are available for you. Pro version is one of those that its main thought process for Ford was that it's going to be available for fleet dealers, but you are able to get this as well. And of course, we'll tell you the configuration and everything, because there are some small local owned businesses that aren't part of a big fleet or a company or that have several locations. And so Ford allows those dealers and those people to be able to get these for their local businesses. What's kind of the thought process between this? So we'll talk about this. Of course, XLT, Flash, and Lariat, and Platinum will have their own videos. So be looking for those videos. And we did cover, some of the changes between 2020 and 2023 and 24 in a video if you want to check that out. And at the end of this video is a playlist for we're going to put all these videos in as well. So let's dive in. And also, we are taking orders. We have a special pricing for those on our vehicles. We'll have that at the end of the video, but we are going below MSRP on all of our F-150 Lightnings, and even several $1,000s below when you go up to those upper trims off of MSRP. Plus, we have a YouTube special as well that we'll talk about at the end of the video. Timestamps down below. Use those to move around the video. Get the information you need when you need it just by moving that around and click on all those different timestamps. And if you want more information about ordering from us and our special, there's a timestamp for that down there as well. So let's dive in. And we're going to go to Ford's website. And I know I said, hey, this isn't 24 is not available. Well, 23 and 24 looks pretty similar, especially when it comes to the Pro version. So let's go through this. So when you look 23 F-150 Lightning, it says get a quote. You cannot order one. So why is the build and price still available on 23 model year when you can't order one? Because there's going to be inventory showing by dealer lots. And as long as there's inventory, they're going to have the build and price available because of that. Because the build and price and the inventory, they kind of work together on Ford's website. So they kind of like coexist. So as long as there's inventory, there's going to be build and price for that model. That might be why you see that on some of the other models as well. Just a little clarification. But 24 is not listed in here yet. So let's go through this. So this year, pricing for the 24 model year starts at $49,995 for the Pro version as well. That did not get a price increase from 23 to 24. Some of you are probably thinking, well, 24 model year is a whole redesign. It is for the gas motors and the hybrid, but it is not for the Lightning for this year. So we'll probably see that in 25 model year. So usually it happens in about every 3 years or so. So we're going to start a build here. I'm going to click on into this because a lot of this will be the same from 23 to 24. We do have in case you're wanting to like build this out, because some of these, you can add to it and everything. If you want to do that, our website, we do have the 2024 build and price up. We just won't have the images to reflect those changes like Ford will in January on their website. So if you're wanting just a price quote and that kind of thing for 24, we have that available. In fact, that's how we're encouraging people to go ahead and send the information of what they want to build to us is by going to our website, building it out, and then sending it over to us. But let's use their website, because they have more photos than we can get on ours because of media releases and different things like that. So let's talk about the mechanical features first. And I usually break this down on these videos: mechanical, safety, exterior, interior features. So we're going to do that on this as well. So mechanical features first, going and talking about the powertrain. So on the Lightning Pro, it is a fully boxed steel frame with 8 cross members. Nice, you can see those across here, and you can see those batteries in there too. They lay in between those frame rails. Dual E motors for this. So you have a motor at each of those axles, which is really cool. Because of that, standard 4x4 as well. So you're getting shocks in the front as well as the back. We'll get into that. Also, the rear E locking axles. So electronic locking rear axle for this too. You'll get a 98 kilowatt usable capacity, standard range, high voltage battery with this. Single onboard charging as well for this, with a level 2 peak charging rate of 11.2 kilowatt. So really no need for the 80 amp home charger, because it will never be able, and without an 80 amp, you can't switch that AC to DC power to charge your vehicle faster. So if you're looking to get one of these, get that 48 amp that's available out there, and that will work for your truck here and let you to charge overnight. You do have an electric engine cooling fan as well to help cool that off. And speaking of that, for this year, we do have a new heat pump as well. So that's going to help for cold weather driving and such, to be able for it to not be the battery sucked down as much in that cold weather. So that's nice. That is new for this year. People have been asking for that heat pump, and we have it here. We also do have electric parking brake with auto hold feature. So it means, yes, it will hold it. So if you're at a stoplight, stop sign, let go, it holds it. Actually, we do have one pedal driving, which is even better, that does the same thing. So as you press that pedal, you're going to accelerate. You let go, it's going to start braking. The faster you let off of that gas pedal, the faster you'll brake. So that's called one pedal drive mode, and you can go into that mode, or you can have the traditional driving if you want, where you press the brake. So you do have heavy duty dual front shocks for this. Also front and rear coil springs for this as well. Independent rear suspension, front and rear stabilizer bar for this. You do have the E-Pass with the power rack and pinion steering. And for your drive modes, you do have a normal, a sport, a tow haul, and an off-road mode. So you probably want to put it in those different modes depending on how you want to drive the vehicle. I kept mine in normal mode most of the time. But if you're going off-road, put it in off-road mode. If you're going to haul something, put it in that tow haul mode as well there for you. So, all right. So that's all that. Let's talk about some of the safety features. Most of these are the same as they were last year. So let's kind of talk about them. The Ford Copilot 360 2.0 package is going to be standard equipment on all of your Lightnings, even your Pro version. That's going to give you the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, pedestrian detection, so it detects if there's a pedestrian in front of you. There's a front collision warning that's going to warn you if you're going to hit somebody going the current speed you're at. It's going to warn you. Series of tones, dash is going to flash up. I mean, it's going to scare the living. It's going to scare you, right? It's going to wake you up and make sure you pay attention. And dynamic brake support, so if you don't brake, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. We do have also with this the Bliss. That's that blind spot information system with cross-traffic alert. So it monitors your blind spot. If there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that exterior mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. If you put your turn signal on, it's going to blink for you and let you know, nope, you can't go in that lane yet. Also, cross-traffic alert means that if you're backing up, someone comes across behind you, it's going to alert you. Use those same sensors, same types of tones as you're backing up, beep, 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 kind of thing, that you need to not hit that somebody's back there. It's kind of the same signals you would get if you're the rear sensing system notices something back there. So pretty cool on how that works. We do also have lane keeping system. So with or without your cruise control on, you could activate this and help keep you in your lane. So it has an alert feature or an aid feature. So the alert feature will still allow you to leave your lane, but it's going to vibrate the steering wheel when you hit those lines and go over those lines. The aid system will actually get over the line and bring you back in. Those can be used in conjunction with each other as well. So it'll vibrate the steering wheel when you get to that line. Also, a driver alert feature that tells you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often when you're driving. Not activated for Blue Cruise, just so you know that. Also, we do have the rear view camera as well, so you can be able to see as you're backing up. Reverse sensing system, so it's going to alert you as you get too close to things and backing up. And reverse brake assist. So if you don't brake the vehicle, kind of like the pre-collision assist does, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. I've had that actually happen to me on accident driving, going back and down my driveway once. So pretty cool system. Also, pre-collision, post-collision braking, I should say. That's going to brake the vehicle. And if you have that collision, Maybe you forget to put it into drive, or maybe you're unconscious, something like that. It's going to break the vehicle. Also, as part of this that I usually cover with the headlights, and that's the auto high beams, which means it'll automatically turn those high beams on if it's dark enough outside. If you're in the city lights and someone approaches you, it's going to automatically shut them off. Now, that's a couple of these features you can activate and deactivate in your vehicle settings sections. Lighting for that one, your lane keeping for the others, and bliss and such for those as well. Now, we also do get advanced track with roll stability control with curve control. Goal behind that is to keep you on your intended path. Going to that curve too fast, maybe it's slick outside, so you're going to use a series of brakes on the correct wheel to help brake the vehicle and keep you going on your intended path. If you are in a collision, you do have 911 assist, allows you to call 911 directly, and we do have post collision braking or post SOS post crash alert system. Sorry, that honks the horns, flashes lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. And also to go along with that, we do have, since this is quiet, no motor, when you're backing up, you do have that audible vehicle alert system, that pedestrian, that beep, 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 right, as you're backing up, so people know you're backing the vehicle up. Also, we do have perimeter alarm too. When you lock that vehicle up and leave the vehicle, it's going to, secure that. So if they try to break in, they sense motion inside, it's going to set the alarm off and everything as well. Okay. That's all the safety features. Now let's get back to going over the exterior features here. There we go. Excuse me. So we're going to use the exterior here for these pictures. There you go. There's the front there. So looks real similar to what it did last year. So on the front, we do have, of course, the open front area, or the front trunk area, right? So that opens up since there is no motor in there. So you have a usable open trunk area that's going to be 400 liters of cargo, 400 pounds cargo limit in there as well. You'll have 2.4 kilowatts of Pro Power on board inside there, with 4 110 outlets, 2 USB ports as well, a type A and C. So all the capabilities in there. This year, we do not get a cargo net. Just point that out. You might want to add that as an option, or get it through Ford Accessories if you want that. The front grille up here is going to be carbon black like it was last year, so that's no change there. The bumpers are going to also be black up here too. You're going to see that black down there. It does have active grille shutters that opens and closes, allow for that air in to help and keep those batteries cooled off and everything. Front tow hooks as well up here, since it's standard 4x4. They'll be black on this. LED projector automatic headlights with dynamic bending headlights. So that means it kind of lights up your intended path. So LEDs, of course, the projector is so much brighter, and you're going to get that LED signature lighting on the outside of those headlights too. Daytime running lights as well. And then you have that can be configured on and off. Again, you can set that up through your headlight switches there. Now, move around to the side over here. Excuse me. We do have for the wheels 18-inch machined wheels, high gloss painted pockets. So the same wheel as last year, no different there. All season tires are going to be standard equipment, tire pressure monitoring system, 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. You get that regenerative braking that helps deliver as much power back into those batteries as it can to help get more range for you. So you want to definitely use that to brake, and the one pedal drive allows for that. And I think the one pedal drive actually gets you better range than the other. There might be a debate about that out there. Ford is saying one pedal drive will get you better fuel economy. Let me just say that and put that to so there's no argument or debate in the comment section down there. Also, you do have the charging port. That door opens up there. We do have one on both sides. This is the one that actually opens up over here. And let's see here. What else? The door handles are going to be the molded in black door handles, along with the mirror cap. Manual fold mirror that's going to give you the power mirror feature as well. And you'll have keyless entry remote with the flip key. So we'll have that flip key on the Pro version. So to get in and out, you can still unlock and lock the vehicle from a distance. You will have the lightning badging back here on the back of the rear, or the rear bedside, I should say. LED center high-mounted stoplight up here. So LED is going to be a little brighter. It's going to light up on the back of the cab. Also, that's your I call it my third brake light back there. We do have the fixed rear glass back here with privacy glass. And then black tailgate handle matches with the door handles as well. Black bumper as well back here that matches with the front bumper. You do get hitch, so class 4 receiver hitch with the trailer sway control. smart trailer tow connector as well. Of course, spare tire will be tucked underneath just like the traditional F-150s will. 18-inch aluminum spare tire, so it won't look exactly like your other wheels will. That's underneath. Tailgate key lock as well. Tailgate lift assist, so that helps lift that tailgate up for you. Removable tailgate, so you can take the tailgate out as well. Inside the bed, 4 pickup box tie down hooks. For this year, new for this year, you get a bed storage box on the passenger side, back there behind, towards the back of the tailgate. Pretty cool. I think they brought this over from the Maverick. That's what I'm saying. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Also, you'll notice the upgraded bed. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll throw in an image of this. There are slots in there to be able to divide that bed, kind of like they did on the Maverick too. They called it a flex bed. But that's going to be a little bit different, unique ways to be able to put 2x4s and 2x6s in there to divide your cargo. And you can do that from the hardware store, right? They'll come up with kits probably eventually as well for it. Inside on the driver's side on the back, just on the opposite side of the storage box, you're going to get the Pro Power onboard 2.4 kilowatt of Pro Power onboard, giving you 2 outlets on that on the driver's side of there. And also you're going to get zone lighting. Zone lighting is going to use these LED lights here on the back. Also, the lights on the front and around the vehicle to help give you zone lighting around the vehicle. So that's in my notes as being standard equipment in here. And normally you need lights to come on the side, and didn't mention that for exterior features. So we'll be anxious to see. I think probably zone lighting as you go up to different ones where you get security approach and lamp and stuff like that, that you'll get more lighting on the side. But anyway, you'll get that on this as well. So moving to the interior, let's talk about this for a second. So interior here, you're gonna for the I actually usually talk about the airbags on the safety, and I probably will in the future videos. Driver and front passenger front airbags, dual stage airbag, depends on the how close you are to the front of the vehicle, deploys a different size airbag. And you'll have seat mounted side impact airbags as well for the driver and front passenger, and safety canopy airbag that deploys down with a rollover sensor to help protect everybody in the vehicle. Black vinyl floor covering in here. So again, this is made for the job site and that kind of thing. So vinyl flooring. You also get front and rear scuff plates getting in. They're going to be black. So as you're getting in, it'll help protect those. Also, we do have vinyl seating in here, bucket seats. So this is a seating configuration. It is a 5-passenger seating vehicle, no matter what trim level you look at. Pro version, bucket seats, flow-through console, as you can see, with the shifter and the center console here. 2-way manual front seat adjustment, driver and front passenger. It says 2-way, but it's really a 4-way. Not sure why they didn't say that, because you got an adjustment up here that allows you to go forward and back, as well as the backrest. So that's a 4-way, and really, we do get heated seats, standard equipment here for the driver and front passenger. So you have the heated seats. Will work with your Ford Pass when you remote start it with your app. By the way. Rear seat, 60/40 split bench seat. So that seat cushion there can come up if you need to, as well as go back. Your jack is actually located on the passenger side. There's the driver's side. Passenger side, I believe. Power windows, one touch up and down feature for the front windows. What does that mean? That means that if you hard press it down, then you can let go and the windows are going to go down. You don't have to hold them. I use that all the time in my Bronco and my Maverick, so it's pretty cool. We do also have the power locks with auto lock, which means when you start going a certain speed, it's going to lock it up. 12-inch digital productivity screen. Going to this route with all of your F-150s. Gas hybrid versions as well. So nice 12-inch digital productivity screen there. I'll have compass display, outside temperature. You'll have all your gauges and everything up there too. Speedometer, tachometer, all that. We do have steering wheel. It's going to be a black urethane steering wheel. We'll have manual tilt and telescoping feature. So pull the lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back for you. It does have cruise control on the steering wheel as well as a redundant audio control. So you don't have to always go over here. You can control those on your steering wheel. Now, for this year, along with your cruise control, you're going to get speed sign recognition. So I don't think it'll actually slow you down like the adaptive cruise will, but it'll alert you and let you know that you've gone to a different speed zone if it changed on you, which is nice to have. So you can adjust your cruise control accordingly. For the climate, dual zone climate. So driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures. Normally do not see that on a base trim level on any other model, but you get that with the Lightning. Auto dimming rear view mirror, no little lever underneath to worry about flipping. It's going to automatically dim that mirror if cars come behind you with those bright lights there. The visors, I didn't go through those, but the flip down visors, they should have mirrors on the back sides of those. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Okay. I actually have this in here twice. So covered mirrors on those visors as well. There's for you. So now we do in the media hub area, we do have a couple different outlets in here. 6 USB ports is what I have in here. I believe there's 2 down in here in the media hub area. So you'll have 2 there, USB type A and C. You'll have some, I believe, in the console, back of the console as well, for those in the back seat. And I believe there's some up here too. Should be an outlet up there too. So lots of ways to power different devices. For your audio, AM, FM stereo with 6-speaker audio sound system, Sync 4 system with the enhanced voice recognition system, 12-inch touchscreen here, standard equipment for this with the information on demand, which means it has a panel. You just swipe it over, right? And that's really cool. This actually is showing the navigation because it has a bigger screen. You can click on and expand it for the whole screen, which is pretty cool too. You are going to get the connected built-in navigation for 3-year trial, which I'm surprised it didn't go to 1 year because on the other vehicles it's 1 year, but 3 years for this. We have digital owner's manual, the wake up word, conversational voice commands like OK Ford, that kind of stuff. Wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto as well. Let's see what else. Ford Pass Connect allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download. You connect your vehicle in. You can locate your vehicle. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere, lock your vehicle, unlock it, schedule remote start times, even see the tire pressure in there and everything, even how much, what your range is as well in that app. Power your trip with that app. A lot of other cool things. Locate and pay for charging through the app too. All that good stuff there. So that is all of our standard equipment that you get for $49,995. So there you go. That's all the standard equipment. But we're not done yet. That's what's standard. That's what you get for $49,995. Let's talk about the colors available for this year and some other different options. So in here we do have the agate black. So for color options, all of them will have the medium slate or medium dark slate interior color. By the way, we do have the dark black metallic available for this year. We do also have antimatter blue metallic also available. So it's actually a little darker than that. It's almost like when it's cloudy, it'll look black, and that sun hits it. It's a really dark metallic blue here. We do have avalanche as well. I'm not sure which one of these is avalanche in here. Avalanche, there you go. And that's actually a lot closer it is on the F-150. So on the gas F-150. So avalanche is a really beautiful gray. So it's kind of a white gray combination there. It looks really good. Carbonized gray is available for this year as well. There you go. We have iconic silver also available for this year. We do have Oxford white. There we go. Oxford white is also available for this year. But it looks like this red here, the Rapid Red, is not available on the Pro version for this year. And the Stone Gray is no longer available for this year. It is gone. And the Azure Gray is also not available as well. So those aren't available. So Stone Gray and Azure Gray, they went away on all models. The Rapid Red is available on certain trim levels, but not the Pro version. So we want to make sure we have that all straightened out for you guys on this. So now let's get into some different packages that are optional for you. Not sure if they're the same this year as last year for pricing. In fact, you know what? Hold on a second. Let me get the pricing guide for you. Okay, I got the pricing here. So yes, so we're starting at $49,995, and then destination delivery this year went up. It's now $2,095 for that charge to get it delivered from you. Now, just so you know, what the government's looking at for the tax credit is based off MSRP before your destination. So it doesn't matter what that costs. It's your that price MSRP on all your options and everything before it leaves the factory. So as it was built. So with this here, the max trailer tow package, that's what I wanted to look at, is $1,100 for this year. So it looks like it's the same as last year. So that is available for the Pro version. So this is going to get you allow you to go further on your towing. So the standard towing capacity, unless they changed it last year, was 5,000 pounds of towing on the Pro version standard range. If you add this, it adds another 2,500 pounds of towing for you. It takes it up to 7,500 pounds of towing. So that is something to think about and do. How does it do it? What's it do? It gets you some extra cooling. So there's some people that add this just because they want the extra cooling for that summer, months and such like that. So it's going to get you additional cooling hardware on the battery and electric motors, as you can see right there, which helps increase the tow capacity rating. So there you go. That is available. Also on the Pro version, we do have the tow technology package. It is $1,950 this year as well. And it's going to give you a lot of these features here for you. So I'm going to go off the order guide here. We do get the 360-degree camera. So it's going to give you the camera on both those mirrors, as well as under the front emblem up there. So you can see completely around you. Also going to give you the Pro trailer backup assist. It's going to use that dial like that he's using on that image right there, and you control the trailer and you back it up where you need to. So you can kind of see that there. So you use that. Now you can also use that same switch for the Pro trailer hitch assist, which means if you don't have a trailer connected, you use that same one to back up to your trailer. And I've used this at the New York Auto Show, and that works great. It was really fun, the chance to get to use that and try it out, and it's pretty cool. Trailer reverse guidance as well. So that allows you to be able to see down the side of those trailers using those exterior mirrors to be able to do that. Also gives you upgraded LED side view mirror spotlights. So giving the spotlights on the side of those mirrors also upgrades your mirror to manual fold, not only power, but now heat and turn signal on the outside of those mirrors. And with this package, you get the smart hitch and onboard scales, which was removed last year. So it actually shows that it was removed, but those are back for this year and should be included in your vehicles, which is pretty awesome. So there you go. There's that package is optional. So those are two optional packages for you for the F-150 Pro version. Now I want to talk about some freestanding options, and these are things that really you want to get through the factory if they're available. Ford does break down your dealer installed options and Ford accessories. But these first three are things you definitely want to get from the factory if you want to get them. And the first is a Pro trailer or the Pro Power on board, 9.6 kilowatt of Pro Power on board. It is optional in about every trim level for this year. So it's not even included on any of the upper trim levels either. That is $1,200 this year for that. If you want to add that, that gives you 9.6 of kilowatt onboard charging. Most of that in the back, so it doesn't change your front area or inside the cab, but in the back there, you're going to get that 240 volt out there, 4 outlets back there as well. So they'll have an A and B circuit there to be able to give you 9.6 kilowatt of Pro Power on board. So it's probably listed down in here as well. Somewhere. Where's that? There it is. So there you go. $1,200. Is that what I told you? Yeah, $1,200 this year as well. So there you go. That gives you that. Now, also another thing that's a factory option that you can get on the Pro version, that's the tailgate step that includes the tailgate work surface. So that tailgate step, try to find the price on that. That is $430 this year. I think it was up here. There you go, $430 last year as well. Not getting price increases here. It gives you the step that comes out, the work surface on the top as well. You're going to see that. Of course, you're going to already get these kickouts or these little clamp areas right here as well. But there you go. You can see it's included when you go to XLT, but it is optional on the Pro version too. And the other is a front license plate bracket. So states that require front license plate, it's going to be standard equipment. States like Kansas is not one of those states. So we have to add it as an optional equipment. It's a no charge option. The dealer still puts it on free of charge when it comes in. So if you live in a state, if you're ordering from us, you definitely want to make sure you let us know you need it if you're in a 2-state or 2-tag state. Anyway, there you go. So those are your freestanding options. There are a couple of different ones that are actually Ford accessory options. But when you order them with your vehicle, the factory put them on before sending it to the dealership. So let me go through some of those. One of those, in fact, let me get your prices too. One of those is your, in fact, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and is your the spray-in bed liner. So on the Pro version, you can get the Tough Bed spray-in bed liner. I believe that's like $495. It has been in the past. $595 is what that costs, and it's going to get the nice Ford emblem on the back. So a lot of people like that for that reason. This year, drop-in bed liner is not available on the Pro version. That is something that I don't know if it was available last year, but I noticed it's not on the order guide. A couple other things that are Ford accessory items that they'll put on at the factory, and because of that, will take longer for it to be built and probably longer for it to get scheduled. And that's these tonneau cover box options here. So if you want they have a hard hard folding bed cover. You have a tonneau retractable bed cover and the soft folding ones up here. So you have those different bed covers, and so the hard folding is $1,200 this year. Soft folding is $590, and the retractable is $2,200. Looks like the same price as last year. So that is also option as well. Those are factory accessories that you can put on it. Also, the toolboxes. So there are a couple different toolboxes. You can kind of see images here. Those also are available and will be put on your vehicle before shipped out. They're $950 this year, so they went up a little bit. So there's a couple different ones. There's a premium aluminum one, and then an aluminum one, both by WeatherGuard. So there you go. So, all right. And by the way, those tonneau cover, the crossbed toolboxes are not available with your tonneau covers. Keep that in mind. And then also with the tonneau covers, yeah, they're not available, of course, with the toolboxes, right? They're not compatible with each other. So those are your factory accessories that you can get. There are some dealer installed options. The rest of these options that you're seeing in here are dealer installed options, which means that they'll ship the part to the dealer. The dealership will put it on your vehicle at the cost that it will be there. So anyway, I think for this year, I'm not going to go through those because most of those I would recommend you leave off of your order. Some of them won't take long. Most of those are available through Ford Accessories, and that's probably how I would do those because most of those you could put on yourself as well, especially if you're getting an F-150. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is some fleet options. So you'll notice one thing I did not mention is the dual motor. So you cannot get the dual motor on as a retail customer. You have to be a fleet owner where you get several of them to get the extended range. So standard range is all you're going to get for those. Now there is another option, and that is the LFP battery will be available, late availability. We don't know when, probably be spring before it's available. So if you're wanting that, don't put your order in yet. You need to wait because it's not available. We won't be able to order it in the order banks. So keep that in mind. But that is something that will be available, late availability. According to this, it's not showing an upgrade cost for that. It's just saying not available, NA. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I know it looked like when they did that on the Mach-E's that they lowered the prices. So we'll see if there's a lower cost if we are able to go to that option there. But there we go. That's the way that's going to work. See what else. I don't usually cover fleet options. Charging equipment. Let's not forget about that. I think it's up here. Yes, charging equipment. The mobile power cord is optional equipment. You'll want to make sure you order that. That's $500 for that if you want that mobile charging cord. It is not included anymore. They did that for 23 model year as well, but want to definitely make sure we covered that with you guys. Otherwise, I think that's about it. There's a lot of options for fleet dealers, for fleet customers. So I won't talk about those, but there we go. That's all of that. So again, order banks are open up right now. Hopefully this video was helpful for you if you're wanting to get a pro version of what's included, if this trim level is going to work for you, or if you need to go up to the XLT trim. We'll be doing a video on that one real shortly. If you're watching this the day it comes out, XLT will be available tomorrow. So we will get those out for you guys. So again, the order banks are open up. You have to go to your Model E certified dealer to order one. Cannot order it online yet. Not sure why. I'm really surprised it's not available. They're saying January probably to be able to do it online if you want to go that route. Either way, you have a delivering dealer that you have to get it through. So you just will go and talk to that dealer anyway, because you want to make sure you know about pricing and everything from them and what they're going to price the vehicle. So a lot of people have this, this notion that because of the Model E, because of the way Ford's doing it, and the reason they're going to Model E is just every dealer has to stick to MSRP pricing, and that is not correct. What Ford is requiring is a pricing ahead of time. You know it's going to be, it's not going to change. It's a transparency pricing is what they're calling it, which means that on their website, when you build it out and pick them as a dealer, that is the price you're buying it for. So every dealer can dictate above and below MSRP. And for that reason, we're doing $1,000 below MSRP on all of our Pro versions. So that is out there for you guys. If you guys want to put an order with us, we're doing $1,000 below MSRP for all the Pro versions. Going to be more on the XLT, Lariat, Flash, and Platinums and such. So be looking for those, what those are going to be on those other vehicles. But we're going below MSRP. And as a YouTube special, if you're outside of our market area, you want this shipped right to you. If you finance a vehicle at standard rates, which means that basically means that you're not taking any of the special low interest rates if they're available. On the Lightnings, usually at the launch of a new model year, there won't be anyway. But that means that you go with the Ford's standard rates or another one of our lenders if it's a little bit better than Ford. And we'll ship the vehicle to your door up to $1,000. So we're covering the first $1,000 of the shipping cost. California, Florida, some of those places, it costs more than $1,000. That's why we kept it at $1,000. Or if you want to fly in and make a trip of your driving your vehicle home, then you can do that as well. And we'll cover the first $1,000 of your travel expenses, your flight, also your hotels and such. Won't cover the charging because you get free Electrified America charging. So we won't cover that, but we'll cover your hotel and your flight back to your location. So take advantage of that. Free pickup at the Wichita airport as well if you're wanting to do that. So that's, let us know if you're wanting to do something like that as well. If you want to order through us, maybe pick it up at your local dealer. We can probably arrange for that as well. If you finance a vehicle with us, we can a lot of times cover that cost if you'd rather do that route too. And we'll take care of figuring that all out for you. You don't have to call your dealer, local dealer, and everything and try to go through that. We can take care of that as well. So anyway, I think that's it for us on this video. So hopefully you guys did like it. If you did, smash that like button. If you want to see the other videos, don't forget, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have that notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.